Okay.
Hi, guys. I am so excited to be talking with Helene Neville. And I don't know if I pronounced your name right or not, but Helene is truly one of the most incredible human beings. And you'll agree after you hear what she's doing, not only what she's doing, but what makes her so incredibly special is what she went through to get to where she is today in her life. Uh, my name's Jim McCord. I ran across country. Oddly enough, Helene, I started my run on May 1st in
Nice.
2002 across America. But Helene has run across America plus that. And what she's doing right now, I'm going to let her talk about it. But what she's doing, there was a gentleman named Terry Fox, who is one of, if not my most wonderful heroes in my life. Terry Fox was a 20-year-old Canadian who had cancer, and he started running from the east coast of Canada. He wanted to run across Canada to raise money for cancer research. And he made it 3,339 miles. And the cancer went to, and he, because of the cancer, one of his legs was removed because of cancer. So he was running on one leg and one stump, and he ran 3,339 miles in like 150 days or something. Then the cancer spread to his lungs, and he had to quit, and he died not too much longer after that. Well, Helene started today at the exact spot where Terry Fox had to quit, and she's going to finish his trip, which is it's like emotional to me, but it's incredible, Helene. I am so proud of you. But I want you to talk about what you're doing and why you're doing it. But before you do that, I want you to talk about what you went through in your life. With the cancer that you've had. And Helene also wrote a chapter in this book. 27 of us who ran across America wrote this book, Across America on Foot. Helene's chapter is chapter 9. And she's an incredible lady. So, talk a little bit about your history and why you're doing this and what you've gone through to get to this point.
I was sick in the 90s. I had three brain surgeries and stage one Hodgkin's disease. And in 98, they pretty much said, get your affairs in order, your immune system shot. So I went home from the hospital in July of 98 and signed up for the Chicago Marathon. And I ran maybe six times. And I think my longest run was 6 miles. And I thought, oh man, maybe I overtrained. And so I went to Chicago and ran it in 4 hours and 23 minutes. So I kept going. And then I kind of got bored of running marathons. I wanted to do something bigger to get a message out. I was turning 40, or I'm sorry, 50. I wish it was 40 in 2010. And I started my first run, transcontinental run from San Diego to Jacksonville, Florida. And I just loved it so much. And I was trying to connect with my mother's spirit out there. And she had passed away in 2002, and I missed her so much. And then I just felt this pull. I was compelled to go the southern route to maybe stop and offer some encouragement, especially to the people in New Orleans. It was 5 years after Katrina, and then they were hit with another devastation, just a big blow of the oil spill. And so that was kind of a calling I had. And then my brother passed away in 2013, and I wanted to keep going. And I put his ashes are everywhere. And we went back, my helper, Erica, and I went back today to the statue and scattered some of his ashes up there, my brother. And I always knew of Terry Fox when I was in high school. If he were alive, we're 2 years apart. He's 2 years older. And I admired that whole plight of his to run. And, think about this. He, in the 1980s, there was no social media, and the prosthetic legs. I've been a nurse for 40 years, but back then it was, not too far off of a wooden leg. There was no pliability to them. And imagine just hobbling that long on this leg that it wasn't very well made. And then $14 million were donated. And without anything. It was just word of mouth that just spread like lightning. And looking at the monument today, yeah, it's heartwarming, and just to see how beautiful it is, and it tells the story just so well. And I feel like he's alive in my spirit. And so I've been wanting to, after I ran across every state in the US, then I had cancer. And then my oncologist who extended my life, he has terminal cancer at 41. And so I wanted to get back out on the road because I was suffering from survivor's guilt so much. Here's this man who saves people, and he's he's ill. And I just wanted to do the Terry Fox Marathon of Hope. I wanted to finish it. And then I was diagnosed and given 2 months to live in October of 2020. And I had already started training and even fundraising in 2019. But here I am. I'm ready to do it. I plan to finish on my 65th birthday in 108 days.
Unbelievable. I mean, really, it's
Oh, so
unbelievable that anybody can run you through every state like you have. And then, but to put on top of it, to go through all the cancer treatment and be told that you only had a few months to live, and to come back from that, and to get to the point where you can run the
right,
distance that you run every day. And just, I know I don't think there's a Canadian in the entire country who doesn't know who Terry Fox is. He is truly a
right.
Canadian hero. And I also don't think there's a long distance runner in America or probably anywhere in the world who doesn't know who Terry Fox is. But if
Absolutely.
any of you happen to be watching this video and you don't know who Terry Fox is, just go to YouTube and search Terry Fox Run Across Canada. And if you get the ones with, like 20 or 30 million views that have the music and that have the Terry hobbling across, I can't watch it without ending up in tears. Every
Yeah.
single time I watch that video of him hobbling, and it's a tearjerker, but what an incredible man. And I know that his fund still went on, and I think they're over $100 million that they've raised because of Terry Fox now. I might be wrong, but I know it's some incredible figure.
It's 900 million.
$900 million because of this 20-year-old.
That's
you
right.
know it's such an inspiration, but you have to see him like she said, hobbling on this, this leg that wasn't a prosthesis like they have today. It wasn't
Right.
bendable knee in there or a bendable ankle. It was like almost like a wooden peg, and you'll see
That's
that
right.
when you watch the video. So anyway, Helene, I know you're doing it to raise money for cancer research, I assume.
Yes.
So go ahead and give that whatever site it is, and I will also put that in the description of this video. But go
So
ahead and let us know how people can contribute to your run.
on my website, which is heleneneville.com, you can connect through there, or Facebook. Every posting we make, which under heleneneville.com, we put the spot funding there. But Jim, I want to mention something. My host, she was out on the highway and saw Terry Fox run.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's unbelievable. She
I
went
know.
out specifically to meet with him, or she just
Yeah,
happened to be driving by?
no, everybody knew about him,
So
right?
did
As
she actually get to talk to him?
we were waiting at the roadside. Yeah, they were waiting at the roadside. Everybody knew he was coming through, and there were just, yeah, think about the highway just lined with people.
Yeah, well,
That's
you have
pretty impressive.
people have to go to YouTube and search Terry Fox and watch just a couple of those videos. If you don't end up in tears, you're not a human being, whether you're
Yeah,
a runner or not. You can't watch that video knowing what he did and how much money
I
he
know.
raised. And then
I
when he
feel
had to
like
give it up that last day, it was just brutal to watch it. It's just brutal. It really is. But
I
what a
know
guy.
on the ambulance, on the gurney, it's sad, and he wanted it to continue, and it has. And I'm not sure a woman has ever done it, or a citizen of the U.S. I'm not quite sure, but I know a 65-year-old hasn't done it. And
Yeah, that's absolutely incredible, Helene. And
yeah,
certainly nobody that's gone through what you've gone through has done
that's true.
anything like this. So you're as you're an incredible inspiration, not only to all of us long distance runners, but to everybody, I'm sure, who has cancer, who knows about you.
Yes, thank
It's
you so much.
spectacular.
Yeah, I just want to keep giving back no matter what. And so people have something to look at and think, oh, her health is questionable or age, she's getting up there. Not many sponsors, but look at what she's doing. And maybe if I just assessed myself, what more could I be doing? And that's what I want people to take away. And we always need to help those less fortunate, cancer patients included, and just lend a helping hand. That's why I became a nurse.
Well, if you can, let people know where you started today, this morning, and where you plan on finishing, which is, I'm sure, where Terry hoped to finish, and also if that route is posted on your website.
I believe the route is, maybe it's on, yes, it is on the website. She just put it up there, my website person, Leah.
So if anybody wants to meet with you along the way, I guess you welcome that, correct? If you are, if
I
it,
would,
any
yes,
Canadians happen to see this video, or if you're traveling through Canada, or if you just want to take a trip to meet an incredibly inspirational human being, let us, you can go to your website. They can go to your website and see where
yes.
you'll be and hook up with you.
And there's always a need for a volunteer, either to leapfrog, drop my vehicle, or a home to stay in. There's plenty of need out there. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's HeleneNeville.com, and I will
yes.
put that link in the description of this video. And as a Facebook page, do you have a unique Facebook page, or just go to your Facebook page?
My Facebook page.
Okay.
And then there also is one, Rethink Impossible, but we switch, everything goes to that. So Helene Neville on Facebook, you'll find me. I look a lot better than I do right now on the pictures.
You look fantastic. You look unbelievable, really.
You look great, Jim.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I just keep in mind Helene's chapter 9 in this book. You can still get that on Amazon.
Yeah, it's a great
And
book, everybody.
yeah. But thanks so much for the inspiration. And I just hope that you like double or triple or raise 10 times the amount your whatever your goal is.
That's
But
right.
please, anybody who's watching this, make sure you connect with Helene Neville on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, the link will be in the description of this video. And I guess, do you have on your website, I guess, or certainly on Facebook, if people want to message you, they can message you. And I guess you'll have a
Yes.
laptop or a phone with you. You'll be able to check messages throughout your
Yes.
journey.
Yes. On Messenger or Instagram, it's Helene Neville. Yeah, I'm on all of that, or via the website as well, because I'll stop at cancer centers, hospitals, talk to cancer patients and nurses and things like that, little schools.
Do you have a projected finish time, or are you just kind of winging it?
No, I wing everything except that. I'm planning to finish on my 65th birthday, August 17th, at Victoria, mile marker 0.
Unbelievable.
You have plenty
Well,
of time to prepare to meet me there.
yeah. If there's any way possible I can do it, I will. And I hope hundreds of other people meet you there.
Thank you
But
so much.
yeah, I'll certainly be following you every day, and I'm
I,
sure that thousands of other people will, if
thank
not tens
you.
of thousands. But thanks so much, Helene.
And you're a great cheerleader for runners. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for what you do.
enjoy every step.
Bye
Love
bye,
you.
hon.
Love
Bye.
you.
Love you.